Hello and welcome back. Today we are going to go to the deep dark. I am going to craft a Ender Quarry, and we're going to set it up in the deep dark. So a couple things we have to do in order to do that. We already have our division sigil, so we can make unstable ingots, but we have to craft this portal to the deep dark, which requires 4 unstable ingots. So this is going to be a pretty difficult recipe to make because these unstable ingots only last for 10 seconds before they blow up and kill you. So I'm going to have to craft this recipe in 10 seconds or less. And then we also need 4 quadruple compressed cobblestone. Each one of these is 6,561 cobblestone. And then 1 quintuple compressed cobblestone, which is 59,049 cobblestone. And we already have all that. So let's see, we already have a bunch of quadruple cobblestone, and the reason we do is because as cobblestone has been coming in from our quarries, I have this auto crafting system set up where actually it first goes in this barrel. So we have 4,906 regular cobblestone in here that we can use for crafting or whatever else, and it has the ME storage bus on it. But then once that thing is full, then it starts throwing it into the cyclic assembler. Takes 9 cobblestone and it creates a double compressed cobblestone. I forgot how we look at the schematic. I think we have to do that somewhere else. But anyway, so that's what this thing does. So if we were to throw, let's say we take some cobblestone and we throw it in here just for demonstration purposes. We throw a bunch in there. You can see that it took a bunch of them and it made double cobblestone out of it. This compressed cobblestone. So it goes into the item network and then it ends up coming down here as compressed cobblestone. So each compressed cobblestone is 9 cobblestone, and then once this gets enough compressed cobblestone to create a double compressed cobblestone, it will do that, but it always keeps 1 in inventory for the crafting recipe. It will then move on to this one, which creates the triple compressed. It takes the double compressed and it makes triple compressed, and then that moves on here to make the quadruple compressed. And then it goes into our ME system once it becomes quadruple compressed. So one of the reasons I have the cyclic assembler here is because the cyclic assembler is very fast, whereas these things are extremely slow. But basically, just as stone is coming in from the quarry and gets dumped in here, it just makes, wow, like instantaneously. It makes the compressed cobblestone and dumps it in here, which is plenty fast because it has to collect 9 times 9, well, 81. It has to collect 81 cobblestone before it can produce one of these, and the speed of the quarry is such that this guy can easily keep up. So, and of course this one requires 729 cobblestone and this one requires 6,561. So anyway, that's our compressed cobblestone, and we're going to need 4 quadruple compressed cobblestone, and then we're going to need 1 quintuple compressed, which is the quadruple compressed down to quintuple, which is 59,049 cobblestone. So that's going to be the easy part of the recipe. The hard part, of course, is going to be the unstable ingots. Whoops, we don't have those in inventory because they would blow up our system. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And our division sigil, which has 253 active uses remaining. And then we need a vanilla crafting table. Sorry, I've got a bunch of holes in the floor. I've been moving stuff around. So I think I have a whole bunch of crafting tables, and yeah, here we go. Alright. So we'll just plunk this guy down here. Okay, so let's take a look at this recipe just to make sure we got it right. We've got 4 corners are quadruple compressed. The center is quintuple compressed. So, and that's where the division sigil is going to be. So part of the trick here is that the division sigil stays in there after we craft the unstable ingots. So not only do we have to craft this quickly, but we've got to get that out of there. So, alright, take a breath. Boom. Okay. Quadruple compressed on the corners. This guy in the middle. Boom. And of course they're separate, so it makes it harder. Don't explode, don't explode. Ah. Oh. There we go. I made it. Whew. That was close. Sorry, where should I put this guy? Doesn't really fit the motif here, but why don't we just put it right there. So the deep dark is a little scary. It's dark, and the darkness can kill you. Just the darkness. If you linger in the darkness too long, there's a force in the darkness that's called, what the heck is it called again? The shadows. And it's almost like a poison in a way, where it just takes away hearts over time. But we're gonna spawn in a little room with a whole bunch of torches, so we'll be safe when we get there. Now the mob's spawning in the deep dark, and then of course there's a portal for us to get back. I'm gonna actually grab a few. No, actually we're fine. So we're in the top layer of the deep dark. There are actually what is it, 3 or 4 layers. There's what's called the ceiling, which is kind of like in the nether, where you have the top of the nether is just kind of whoa, lag. I think might have to wait a little bit to finish generating the dimension, but you've got a top layer, and if we keep going up, we'll hit bedrock. There's a flat layer of bedrock up on the top, just like there is in the nether, and then there's a central layer, and we're gonna want to make sure we put up torches as we go, because if we allow darkness if we hang out in the darkness, we'll start to take damage. So the bedrock is the ceiling. This is the stone layer, and there's actually ores here. Now the ore generation in the deep dark is twice that in the overworld, which is why we're here, which is why we're going to set up a quarry here, except I forgot to bring a quarry with me, so we'll have to go back to the overworld to get the quarry. But we'll just explore here a little bit, because I'm really more interested in exploring than anything else. We hardly even need resources, but the ore generation here is double that of the overworld, including diamonds and other rare stuff. And the darkness is especially dark. So now we're reaching cobblestone, which means that we're getting close to the bottom of the stone layer. So pretty soon there's going to be a big drop off. So there we go. So that down there is the cavern. And it's very dark, and the mobs down there are twice as powerful, or not twice as powerful, but they have twice the life of mobs in the overworld. So why don't we turn our hover on? We might actually want to bring a Magnum Torch here or two. They have twice the life of mobs in the overworld, and whoa. Alright, let's turn hover off so we can do creative. And I believe they hit a little harder too. And there's a lot of them. Now see, now I've got my flux infused bow here, which would normally easily one hit pretty much any of these guys, like the standard overworld mobs. Yeah, we're gonna need a Magnum Torch. Oh, and there's a whatchamacallit, I can't remember what those are called now. The structures. Whoa. Oh, blue slime. Cool. Blue slime is nice. Nice to have. Be curious to see what happens when I one-hit these guys with my... Wow, even that doesn't get him in one hit. And these are just zombies. But you can see all the hearts. Takes 2 hits with my 36 attack damage cleaver. But the whatever those things are called, the structures here have a whole bunch of they're kind of maze-like, and they've got a ton of wait, is that a concussion creeper? Yeah. They've got a ton of chests and spawners in them. Whoa, oh darn it. He's got an iron sword, it looks like, and an axe in his head. Axe head. Okay, so I didn't really just come here to fight mobs, but anyway, so I'm going to make myself a Magnum Torch, which will prevent mob spawning in a large radius, and maybe we'll even go and explore that thing, see if there's any cool treasures. Another thing to note when you're in the deep dark is that there is no there's no bedrock layer on the bottom. There's holes in the dimension, in the caves. There's caves underneath here, and there's holes in them. Actually, sometimes you'll find holes if you just wander around up here, and they just fall right into the void. Actually, I'm just gonna take a quick peek in here before we go get a quarry. Darn it! Would you stop moving around? Okay. Creeper head, yay. Okay, so here's a spawner. Zombie spawner. Just get rid of that. Take a peek in the chest. Portal gun. Oh, I got that guy with one hit. And these are mazes, but I'm actually need a way to know how to get back here before I go exploring too much. I don't want to get lost in here. And this is just one floor. There's a whole bunch of different floors, which actually let's just stick to this one for now. Alright, safari net. Sure, we'll take the copper. Dark Lotus. Okay, looks like that's it on this floor. It is kind of a pyramid, so the top floor is going to be the smallest. Man, listen to all those mobs. Oh man, there's some... Man, where are they all? They all must be on lower floors. Did I look at him? Is it just me, or does he seem taller? Taller than usual. You can see this guy has 80 health points. Jeez. You stay in there. You can see the darkness is a little darker than usual. Oh boy, there we go. I love this bow. Man, how many spiders are there? Alright. Oh, I gotta kill this. Get rid of that. Thaumium. Well, I'm gonna explore this for a while. I will, if I find anything interesting, I'll come back, and then I'm gonna head back to the. Oh, you again. Uh-oh. Oh no! I did not want to mess with that Enderman. I got way too many health points. He seems to have forgiven me. Ender Quarry. Ender Quarry is kind of expensive, but we should be able to handle it. The nice thing about the Ender Quarry is, unlike the BC Factory Quarry, which we have, actually I currently have set up in the Nether, that I think it was the first episode we set that up. The Ender Quarry, it quarries in columns rather than planes. So it does one column at a time until it reaches bedrock, and then it goes to the next block over, and then heads down to bedrock. It's also extra utilities. And instead of leaving a big hole in the ground, it'll actually replace the blocks with dirt. Although you can, there is an upgrade that allows you to have it drill a hole in the ground instead of, but I don't usually use that. So we need these Ender Infused Obsidian, which is obsidian with an Ender Pearl in the middle, and that gives us 4. We need quite a few of those, and then we have these Ender Cores. We already created these for our Ender Lilies in order to make them grow faster. It requires this magical wood, and the magical wood is basically 4 enchanted books around a bookshelf and some gold, and the higher the enchants, the more magical wood you get. So for like a level 1 enchant, if we had 4 level 1 enchants here, we would end up getting 1 piece of magical wood, but if we go all the way to like level 30, we may end up getting all the stuff we need from just a few books. The diamond etched computational matrix, bunch of diamonds, and an infused obsidian and burnt quartz, and then the diamond pickaxe, and then the ender thermic pumps, which both, so we'll need 2 eyes of ender, water bucket, so it's nothing that we can't handle. So I'm going to craft these, and I will meet you in the deep dark again. Making some magical wood. I've got 4 level 30 enchantments, and it's making 9 magical wood for me just from the 4 books, which is cool because the crafting recipe shows that it only makes 1, but because I've got such high level enchants, it's making 9, which is actually all I need. I only need 8. I've got my Ender Quarry. I'm just waiting for the Ender markers. You make these in the QED, an Ender Pearl, and 2 Ender Infused Obsidians for each one, and we can use 3 of those. Now you can actually, you don't really technically need those. You can actually use fencing for the Ender Quarry to mark the boundaries. You can basically just have a big rectangle fence, and then you cut a hole in the fence and throw the Ender Quarry in there. But with these guys, you just have to set the 3 down, and you don't have to have a big, huge fenced-in area. You can just set the 3 markers down and make the area as large as you want. Alright, I'm ready to head back into the deep dark. I made myself, and then of course the Ender Quarry and the Ender markers. The Magnum Torch, we made one of these earlier when we were building our house, but it's pretty expensive, especially for early game. Diamond, 2 gold in each one of these, 2 pieces of wood, and then we've got our level 2 regeneration and level 2 instant health, so that would be the one with the glowstone. Yay! Okay. So if we put our Magnum Torch down, it's going to prevent mobs from spawning within a, I think it was 128 radius. It will not emit enough light. I mean, it only emits the amount of light that a torch emits. So, you know, let's just put it right here. So it's not actually going to prevent the deep dark shadow thing. The shadows, that's what it's called. It won't prevent that, so if I go hang out in the dark for too long, I will still take damage. Wow. I just upgraded this bow with power 4. Plus, it's the flux infused bow, which I can use, even before the power 4, I could one-hit overworld mobs. Okay, why don't we... Let's go off in this direction. Wait, put it there so we have room for the quarry. So we just keep track of our Y is 82 and our Z, our X is 63, so we just need to make sure we stay there. We can go pretty much as far as we want. I'm not sure what the limit is, but yeah, let's go, what did I say, 63? So right there. And we'll know that it's connected if we have that little particle effect. Oh, there's lava. Crazy. If we see if I find a hole, we'll go down in it, and you can kind of see what it looks like down there. All right, where are we at here? 1275. Not sure why I'm not getting the shadow damage. 1275. Okay. It's a pretty large area. Oh, okay, now I'm getting the shadow damage. Wow, look at that. Look how fast it is. Oh my god. Whoa, that was crazy. So that's what happens. It was just from hanging out in the dark. Alright. So you always want to have some torches at the ready, which I didn't. Okay, so here's our Ender Quarry. And successfully established boundary. Now I'm going to just basically stick a tesseract on top of this guy and make sure that we are hooked up to our main. We are receiving energy and we are sending items. See, we're already filling up with RF, and we're already starting to see it replaces all the blocks with dirt for fun. So I'm going to put a grass block there so we can have grass in the deep dark. And maybe we'll build a little base down here in the middle of the grass. That would be pretty neat. Have a nice grassy deep dark. We may as well explore the House of Darkness a little bit more. Actually, before we do that, let's see if we can find a hole. What do we have for torches? Not much. Oh, there's light here. It's just a glitch, it looks like. Alright, so every once in a while I've got to get myself in the light. Whoa. Oh, there's actually water on the surface here. Look at that. Oh, an Enderman killing something. There used to not be water on the surface in the deep dark. You would only find it in caves. Oh, that's not water. What is that? Oh, this guy again. I'm gonna see what happens if I knock him in there. See if he takes some kind of a damage. Yeah, whatever. Look at all those hearts. See, now these guys are usually like zombies. So I hit my number pad 2 and now it shows me poison. Oh, look at that. Nice. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep heading. I'm gonna keep heading north, especially since I didn't do a waypoint. So we're in a beach biome right now. It actually has all the same biomes that you have in the overworld, but obviously they're no different than any other biomes. So I'm able to one-hit skeletons. That's interesting. With my power 4. Oh, I picked up a bow from that guy. There's an aura node. Another aura node. Let's take a light break. Ooh, here we go. Ooh, there we go. This is a hole, and it goes right into the void. look, we should be able to see what kind of ore generation we've got here. Actually, there's a lot of dirt. Whoa! Alright, let's put a light there. Take that guy out. So look at all these ores. Nice. Uh-oh, don't shoot me into the lava. Whoa. Oh, that guy took 3 hits. I'll take those arrows. Why not? Some yellow right here. Oh, some diamonds right there. Look at that. And there's a little bit of bedrock there, but there are holes. Alright. Actually, if I turn on my hover, I can go really fast. Fiery Enderman. What is that? Huh. Wait, let's head over to the light here. See if he follows us. Back here. Ah. Oh, I can turn this off. Hey. Oh, look at that. Look at all the damage I took. Or was I already? Wow, did you see all those health points? 110. Holy man, that is a lot of health. Oh, I should be using my Ender Sword, then he wouldn't teleport away. Come on back. Oh man, uh-oh. So that's that's the Fire Enderman. Alright, our Ender Quarry is, well, it's done all this mining already. I set it up a while ago. For some reason, it wouldn't send items back to the Tesseract. I don't know if it just doesn't accept power and items from the same side or whatever, but I set up an Ender chest. So the one nice thing about that is that we can actually watch watch it pull stuff in. So yeah, we're all set here, and I've got the deep dark kind of tamed right now, at least this part of it. I've got a Magnum Torch right here, and I also went through this entire thing and clear out all the chests and all the spawners, and I got some pretty nice loot. That's weird. I just started clearing out this room because I just wanted to see, because it was all basically like a maze. Well, you can see where all the doors are. Just wanted to see what it would be like to have this room open, because I was thinking maybe it would be fun to make a base out of this. But we've got tons of stuff coming in now. I've got a quarry set up in the Nether. I have the BC factory quarry set up in the Nether, and I've got this one set up here. So we've got tons of stuff coming into our system right now. And I got to have some fun exploring the deep dark. That was pretty cool. I went through that whole thing, and then we flew around a little bit and looked at the hole, and yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please leave a like. If you have any comments, ideas, whatever, please leave them below. And I hope you join me next time.